Is anyone typing?
Yeah, I'm having, but it's loading.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yesterday, I'm sure most of you went to Welcome at some point in your day. How much did you spend at that time? 30, 20, maybe even 50 HKD. What if I told you that people living in poverty live on 10,000 or less HKD per month, and around 50% of this goes towards their rent? So when you factor all this in, it does seem kind of daunting just to waste a small amount of money on a snack at Welcome that you will probably finish in an instant. But the more daunting thing is that at the beginning of 2023, 1.36 million people faced this same issue. When you look at this number and think how many of these people were children, you think that this is their biggest issue? It's not. Their biggest issue is access to a high quality education, which we receive here at HKIS, but underprivileged children in Hong Kong are unable to. A high quality education can include high teacher competence, access to resources, and accountability for students to learn. With this basic understanding, I can safely say that underprivileged children in Hong Kong do not face the same inequalities as us when trying to find a higher quality education. But what causes this issue? We've already established poverty, but what else? Well, there's funding. In 2023, the government funded 114 billion HKD towards the education system for local schools, which is about 50% of the government budget. However, despite all of this, it's not enough due to teacher salaries, classroom resources, and children with special needs. The fact that this amount of money is not enough to fund for all of this is a very big issue, and it means resources are very expensive. Another major issue is language. Most children in local schools will learn Chinese or Cantonese as their main language, with English as a second language. Around 2/3 of local students claim that their English education was not enough for their day-to-day life. If it's not enough for their day-to-day life, it definitely means it's not enough to be able to study secondary or post-secondary levels of their desired careers. And why does this matter? Because most colleges will have an English medium, meaning that they will have most of their courses in English. So how does it impact their future? Well, colleges typically want private school students, with around 58% of local school students being accepted and 95% of private school students being accepted. But why does going to college matter at all? I'm sure most of you asked this question in your life. Well, it's because people with a college degree typically have 60% more job opportunities than people without a degree. So how can we combat this issue? Well, there's a few solutions I'd like to present. The first would be minimum wage adjustment. Oxfam, an organization in Hong Kong dedicated to combating poverty, suggests minimum wage adjustment, which means to adjust the minimum wage from 40 HKD per hour to an amount suitable to be able to keep up with inflation and allow for underprivileged people in Hong Kong to be able to access a high quality education. Another solution presented is the QEF, which stands for Quality Education Fund. QEF was founded in 1977 with the idea of being able to fund local schools for their ability to go out and do fun things, not only in Hong Kong, but hopefully in China. However, around only 30 million annually is funded, and it's not enough for all the schools in Hong Kong, if you take into consideration the amount. So another solution would be the government increasing the funding towards the QEF. By achieving these things, we can hope to see a better future for Hong Kong and its education system. Yes, it's going to be very hard to achieve, but it's not impossible at all. We can do this, we can make a difference. Me and my friends plan to go out and teach these children English so that they can get a better grasp on their English education, so that they don't have to face the same inequalities that everybody does. Thank you.